Hi guys, back with these movies, back for another video, and today we're going to be looking at the first three Thor films. Yeah, the first three films that were in the Infinity Saga. This doesn't include Thor Love and Thunder, because that's part of Phase 4 and I haven't collected Phase 4. So yeah, I've got some editions to show you. We'll take a bit of a closer look at those. I'll give you a little bit of trivia about each film, and yeah, just a bit of an in-depth sort of closer look at these editions in my collection today. Okay, so yeah, on to the Thor editions. You can see I've got three of the first three films in the Thor sort of small franchise. There's obviously been 4 films, so I've only collected up until Ragnarok. So we'll go through each edition, each film, a little bit of trivia, and then I'll show you sort of each edition to do with that film. Okay, so in front of us we've got the HMV steelbook that came out back in the day. Really nice steelbook, this one. Yeah, HMV was sort of really producing some wonderful editions of this franchise when it first started. Okay, so on to some trivia about this film. When Chris Hemsworth and Sir Anthony Hopkins saw each other in full armour for the first time, Hopkins said, "God, there is no acting required here, is there?" The final choice for the role of Thor came down to brothers Chris Hemsworth and Liam Hemsworth. Chris found it funny. "We both came all the way over here from Australia and ended up battling against each other." He, however, bore no will towards Liam, claiming he was rooting for him to get the role. At around 47 minutes, Dr. Selvig mentions a comrade who got mixed up with S.H.I.E.L.D., whom he described as a pioneer in gamma radiation. This alludes to Bruce Banner, whose experiments in gamma radiation mutated him into the Incredible Hulk. A deleted scene also has him mention Hank Pym from Ant-Man. And finally, according to the director Sir Kenneth Branagh, the closing credits sequence was based on images from the Hubble Space Telescope and took 18 months to create. So, as I say, this is the HMV edition, and this is a really nice, you've got a debossed border, embossed a title there, and a really nice sort of just simple image of Thor there holding the hammer. There's the spine. Oh, that's just a little magnet. I've just put the 3D, because this does contain the 3D edition. When this came out, it was just the standard Blu-ray and the DVD, I think, but I swapped out the 3D edition, which was just a standard hammer ray. On the back here, we've got a nice image of the hammer sort of smashing through a wall or something. We open it up. So yeah, so what I've got in here, I've got the Blu-ray with the special features and the 3D Blu-ray. Take that out, and we got a nice sort of image of the main characters. This did have the 12 logo, but it's a sticker, so really nice release from HMV. I do have a couple of lenticulars that I keep with this release, and again, these are not really any depth to them, but there's just a different image there of Thor with the hammer. And then there's this one, which is a flip. You've got that image there, and then if I tilt it, there we go. You've got that image, which is on the front of the steelbook. So I don't think there's any other. No, it's just 2 images. So yeah, that's quite nice. I'll just keep those with the steelbook. Okay, so on to the second film, which is Thor: The Dark World. Now, again, I've got 2 editions of this. A kimchi DVD edition, and this is actual Zavi steelbook that came out with a pet slip over the top. So we'll have a look at these in a second, just after some trivia. Okay, so on to some trivia. Chris Hemsworth grew out his hair for over a year to have more authentic long hair rather than using a wig, like he had to do in Thor. This is the last movie written by Don Payne, who also wrote Thor. He died from bone cancer before this movie was released. Chris Hemsworth improvised hanging Mjolnir, his hammer, on a coat hook in a polite manner after playing with it between takes. And finally, the prologue was filmed in a blend of live action and CGI, as the Asgardian dark elf costumes were too constrictive in which to fight effectively and convincingly. There are only 3 characters played by human actors in the entire scene: Malekith, Curse and Boar. All other characters are CGI. Okay, so on to the first edition. So this pet slip actually came with the Kimchi DVD Blu-ray that I'm going to show you in a minute. So yeah, it's basically an overlay on the standard steelbook that we got at the time from Zavi, and you can see there's a little bit of Korean writing down the bottom. So this contained the Blu-ray 3D. So there's the spine, and the back you've got sort of the main characters here, and when we take this slip off, you can see, there you go, there's just the image that we got on the standard Blu-ray, which came from Zavi. So obviously here you can see there's the lightning, and then on the back this was the space for the 3 characters. So yeah, a really nice sort of bonus that you got with the Kimchi DVD, which as I say, I've put over the standard Zavi release. So at the time, this didn't come out with any sort of title on the front, and I think this sort of miffed a few people who, you know, preferred titles on. But when you see, obviously, with this, you can see why it was done. On the side, again, you've got the characters there. Now, again, typical Zavi. You've got the spine slash here. I think there might be 2 actually. So yeah, that was annoying at the time. And on the back, you've got those 3 images and the cape that comes across the back. Open it up. So you just got the standard Blu-ray there, and the 3D copy there. Artwork on the inside, it's quite nice image there, and on that side as well. So yeah, quite like you know, the sort of combination of the 2 on this release. Okay, so on to this release. Now this is another one that's sealed. I don't plan on opening it. I quite like, yeah, it's really nice edition, this one. Fantastic lenticular with the lightning bolts, and you can see as I move it, you know, that's the bit of movement there. Really do like this. And this was Kimchi DVD exclusive number 9. Turn it to the side. Sorry about the glare. You got that, and then we move it to the back. Now you can see this was quite a limited edition, 700 copies, and my copy 173. Obviously all of this is in Korean or Chinese, I'm not 100% sure. I've got a feeling that the steelbook inside of here is that same Zavi one that we've just looked at, but I'm not 100% sure. But again, I'm sure there's unboxings of this. And then finally for Thor: The Dark World, I've got some lenticulars, which again I picked up. Again, sort of that image there of all the main characters, and then if we flip it, we've got that image there. So quite like that. We got another one. So that image there, and then he's got that image there. So yeah, these I picked up on eBay many years ago. And then the last one, got our image there, and then we turn it and we've got that image again. I think that's the only, yeah. So yeah, some nice sort of bonus lenticulars to go with this release. And finally, I've got 3 editions of Thor Ragnarok. Got a double lenticular version here. This is a Target exclusive edition. And we've got a Zavvi steelbook with a lenticular that again I picked up on eBay. So we'll have a look at these in a bit of a closer look after some trivia. So on to some trivia about the film. At around 54 minutes, Thor's friend from work line about the Incredible Hulk was suggested to Chris Hemsworth by a Make-A-Wish child who visited the set on the day the scene was filmed. Director Taika Waititi said in an interview with MTV News, "I would say we've improvised probably 80% of the film, or ad-libbed and threw in stuff." Sir Anthony Hopkins had decided against returning as Odin, but upon reading the story he changed his mind. And finally, in the Marvel Comics universe, when a being becomes the last of its race, the being is imbued with immortality, and that being becomes part of a new race called an Elder of the Universe. That means they can no longer die and hence are immortal. It is how the universe protects the last of a kind in the Marvel Comics universe. The Grand Master and the Collector are 2 examples in the Marvel Comics universe. So we'll start with the Zavvi edition, which has got a custom lenticular as well. Picked this one up on eBay. It's actually, I think it was part of one of these sort of Korean releases again, I'm not sure, but it's got a nice centre depth to it. All the main characters there. Take that off, and that's the Zavvi steelbook that we got in the UK. Nice sense of weight to this, very high quality magnet, and it also came in this sort of branded envelope, so this would have been in here. I'll keep the envelope with this edition, but yeah, I'll pop it on the front of the steelbook. So yeah, this was the 3D design that we got. Wasn't overly impressed with this image at the time, if I'm honest. I think there's been sort of better designs, you know, that have come out afterwards. But yeah, it's a glossy steelbook, and it comes in the nice J card. I do like these J cards, you know, these sort of quarter slips or whatever you want to call them. Very good, feel quality, far better than a just flimsy sort of back piece. So you zoom in there and you can see all the tech specs and the special features. Obviously they've got 3D and the Blu-ray, and I believe there was a 4K and Blu-ray edition of the same design as well, if I'm not mistaken. So there we go. So it's a nice, yeah, it's very serviceable, you know, sort of look. There we've gone back to the sort of you know, title on the spine, and then on the back, and again another nice image of the helmet. You know, sort of black and red, which is always, you know, a nice combination of colours. So there we go, we've got the 3D disc there, just standard Blu-ray colour, and the Blu-ray. And then we got a nice image of Thor going up against Hulk on the Planet Hulk scene in the film. So yeah, nice addition. So next up is a Target exclusive. This came with the Blu-ray and the DVD. I've got a feeling I've put the 4K disc in here, if I'm not mistaken, but I can't remember, it's been a while. So again, we get another nice image, different to what we've had with the previous release. Did like that. It's just a J card slip on the back, showing you, you know, all the tech specs, etc. So we turn to the spine, just the title there, and then on the back got a nice montage image of all the main characters. And so yeah, it's really nice. So we open it up. Again, this is like a digipack version, like that nice image there of Hulk, just plain green there, and then back another image of sort of a montage of all the main characters. Open it up, and we got another image there of what we saw inside the steelbook. Open it up there, and yes, yeah, I've got the 4K in there. I must have put that in at some point. Not part of this original set, but and there's the Blu-ray. We take these discs out. There we go, sort of an image of the sort of arena where the two fight it off. Now, what's really nice about these Target editions, they come with like sort of a booklet inside, a gallery book. So we'll have a look at that in a second. So yeah, again, another nice image, a different image once again. And on the back, another image, that sort of black and red once again, you know, really, really nice. So yeah, we'll take a look inside. Images there. These were very well done. They went through a sort of phase of doing these with some of the Marvel films. I've got Ant-Man and I think Captain Marvel as well. Yeah, I really did like a lot of effort's gone into it, you know, a bit of writing, stuff about costumes, you know, each character. You know, I really do like it when they sort of go to sort of this kind of effort on a release. I thought she was really good. You know, quite a menacing character. But there was, you know, sort of enough comedy in this. I think the right balance of comedy and serious stuff going on. Unfortunately, that didn't continue in Thor Love and Thunder, in my opinion. I think it was too much comedy. You know, there were some sort of serious scenes, certainly with Christian Bale's character, but the comedy just didn't work in that film. This got the right balance. But there we go. Some great visuals in here. Really, really nice booklet this is. Look at that. Fantastic. So yeah, really, really nice release from Target. And then finally, I've got a sealed edition. It's a Blue Fans exclusive, double lenticular of Thor Ragnarok. And again, this is wonderful depth to this. As with Blue Fans, you know, they produce fantastic editions. You've got the steelbook inside there. Now, again, I do believe the steelbook on that is really, really nice. Very colourful, debossed border, embossing on the title, I think. There's got the spine there. Blue Fans number 44. And then on the back, now, fortunately, the lenticular is hidden behind this J card, which you get with Blue Fans. So if you want to see an unboxing of this, I'm sure there's sort of the videos on YouTube, you know, showing this sort of edition, sort of, you know, unboxed, etc. But I quite like to keep some editions sealed, if I'm honest. So so yeah, I won't be sort of getting this out today. You can see this was limited to 1,300 copies, and my copy is 117, so quite a low number actually. So yeah, a really nice edition for this film. So guys, hope you enjoyed sort of a close look at the 3 Thor films in my collection. So it's just part of the Infinity Saga. So yeah, if you're new to the channel, thanks for watching the video and clicking on the thumbnail. Really do appreciate it. Please consider subscribing by hitting the subscribe button down below and hit the notification bell so you'll be informed when I upload a new video like this. Welcome back to existing subscribers as well. Hope you're all doing well and keeping safe. Please give the video a thumbs up. That really does help out the channel, and it tells YouTube that you like these sorts of videos, and that encourages me to create more content for you. Please leave a comment as well. Yeah, stick down in the comments, you know, do you like the Thor character? What films do you have? Which editions? DVD, Blu-ray, 3D Blu-ray, or 4K? Yeah, pop down in the comments. It's great to have interaction down there. You can also find me on Instagram. I'm over there and I post pictures from time to time. So, yeah, go and find me over there on Instagram. So come back next time and we'll look at the Guardians of the Galaxy first 2 films. I've got a couple of editions, so yeah, we can have a look at those. Right guys, so thanks for watching the video, take care and see you in the next one. Bye now.